Bismillah Rahman Rahim. This is Khawaja Hammad Akbar and you're watching Global Times Pakistan. Today I have with me Professor Mehmet Bardakçı. He is a professor of international relations and politics, and he's joining me from Istanbul today. Today, audience, we are discussing the Turkish foreign policy and the U-turn the President Tayyip has took in January 2021. So, what is Turkish foreign policy after the U-turn of President Recep Tayyip Erdogan? So, let's go to our guest, Professor Mehmet. What are your comments on the Turkish foreign policy and the present initiatives of President Erdogan?
Okay, hi, Khawaja. Thank you for inviting me to this program. It's a pleasure for me to join your program. Yeah, as you know, starting with January 2021, Turkish foreign policy made a U-turn. What are the reasons for this U-turn? Let me explain the underlying dynamics of this U-turn. As you know, let me briefly provide you some information about Turkish foreign policy before January 2021. As you know, after the deterioration of the geostrategic environment following the Arab uprising in 2011, Turkey was forced to use security instruments, hard power instruments in foreign policy, because the threat perception increased following the Arab uprisings, in particular from Syria. And in another watershed was the 2016 coup attempt. And this coup attempt in Turkey has also increased the threat perception in the AKP government. After that period, Turkey has increasingly relied on hard power in foreign policy and started to pursue an assertive foreign policy based on militaristic instruments. One of the examples of that is the Eastern Mediterranean dispute. As you know, in the Eastern Mediterranean, Turkey pursued gunboat diplomacy and clashed with many of its neighbors and also many members of the European Union. However, this policy was not sustainable. And also, importantly, international circumstances changed with the beginning of the 2021. And also, there were domestic reasons which compelled the AKP government to revise its militaristic foreign policy. Let me explain these factors. First of all, as you know, when Joe Biden came to power in the United States in January 2021, he has signaled that he will pursue a harsh policy towards the Turkish government, because, as you know, in the last decade, there were many problems between Turkey and the United States, in general, between Turkey and the West. The most important of these problems include Turkey's acquisition of Russian S-400 air defense system. As you know, Turkey is a NATO member. When Turkey bought this defense system, Russian defense system, there will be some incompatibilities between the NATO defense system and this air defense system. So this Turkish act raised the question of whether Turkey is distancing itself from the West, from NATO. So this was an important negative development between Turkey and the West. Yeah, there were other steps, there were other developments too. Also, another significant criticism from the Biden administration is that there was a significant level of democratic backslides in Turkey. So Turkey was criticized much by the US institutions in the last decade. So these were among the major problems. And when Biden came to power and Turkey, the AKP government had to adjust its foreign policy to that, had to abandon its hard power instruments, militaristic policy. And the other problems are looming. We can see more other problems in the upcoming weeks and months. This includes the Halkbank case. As you know, Turkey, there is a court case now in the United States that Turkey is accused of easing the U.S. sanctions on Iran, and this is a court case of Turkey might be fined up to $20 billion if depending on the decisions of the court. That's another problem. And the problems, we will have more other problems in the upcoming weeks between Turkey and the United States. And yeah, so this kind of dynamics have forced the AKP government to soften its approach in foreign policy. Another important regional dynamic, which is also linked with the change of hands in the US administration, is the developments regarding the Middle East. In the Middle East, there were some realignments. There are some realignments going on after Biden came to power. Biden started indirect nuclear talks with Iran, and also he has encouraged rapprochement between Saudi Arabia and Iran, in particular over the Yemen conflict. Apart from this, also with the US encouragement, with the encouragement of Joe Biden, there is a rapprochement between Qatar and Saudi Arabia and other Gulf countries. Also, as you know, Israel had already started a peace process with the other, with some Middle Eastern countries under the Abraham Accords. So there is an important level of realignment in the Middle East. So this is another reason. Turkey also wanted to join this peace process in the Middle East. Finally, there are also domestic reasons, in particular the economic woes, which forced Turkey to change its foreign policy course. Domestically, there are Turkey, the AKP government is struggling with significant economic problems, which were exacerbated by the COVID-19 pandemic recently. High inflation, high degree of unemployment, low levels of economic growth in the last few years are the significant problems that the Turkish economy is faced with. And also, yeah, the foreign direct investment has decreased by 50% in the last 5 years. So Turkey has been, the Turkish government has been trying to improve the economic situation, has been trying to attract foreign direct investment, short-term finance as well, from the Middle Eastern countries as well as from the European Union countries. Recently, Turkey has made a charm offensive towards the European Union, and as a result of this charm offensive, Turkey unveiled a package of human rights and judicial reform. And by these packages, Turkey wanted to attract again foreign direct investment and short-term finance to Turkey, so that Turkish economy can grow again, can start growing again.
Yeah. Professor Mehmet, let me have a more precise knowledge about the U-turn that that we have witnessed in Turkish foreign policy. That Russia has been involved in the region, and Turkey and Russia relations were confusing for many scholars in back in 2020, because they were in some states they were allies and some states they were confronting each other. So do you see this 2021 U-turn has implication on Turkey-Russia relations, that they will move in a positive direction?
Turkish-Russian relations have improved. I mean, there was a jet incident in 2015, jet downing incident. Turkey downed a Russian jet along the Turkish-Syrian border, and after there was a 7-month lull between Turkey and Russia. Russia has suspended all its relations with Turkey, except energy. Then the relations have ameliorated quickly after 7 months. And now, at this point, Russian-Turkish relations are very good. I mean, as you know, Turkey purchased Russian S-400 air defense system. So this has caused a big outrage in the West, in Europe, in NATO countries. Turkey's rapprochement with the West, Turkey's attempts to ameliorate its relationship with the EU and USA would not affect its relations with Russia, because the negative situation in the relations between Turkey and the Western countries are structural, deep-rooted. They are not easy to resolve in the short term. So Turkey wanted to turn again to the negotiation process with the European Union. However, the relations will be transactional, will be based on give and take format. So we cannot expect a dramatic turn in Turkey's relations with the European Union as well as the United States. In order for Turkey's relations to change dramatically with the Western countries, there should be a dramatic change in some issues. For instance, there is significant amount of criticism towards Turkey about human rights, democracy, and presidential system, because it is criticized that Turkey has a presidential system without checks and balances, and judiciary is not independent. So first, Turkey should meet these criticisms. Then we can expect some significant progress between Turkey and the European Union. However, that is not enough, because there are also problems on the European Union side. The most important problem is that there is no appetite for enlargement in the EU. The enlargement fatigue persists. There was even resistance in the EU to accept a small country like Montenegro. Its population is almost 1 million, but there was even resistance in accepting Montenegro to the EU as a member. So there are also problems on the part of the EU. So Turkey will continue to use Russia as a balancing actor towards the West. Yeah.
Thank you, Professor Mehmet, for educating us the overall sense of the Turkish foreign policy. Now, concludingly, I have just 2 minutes left. Just conclude for me and my audience that what are the key challenges to the Turkish foreign policy and the President Tayyip Erdogan?
Okay, I have already mentioned many of them, I think, in my speech. What are the challenges? Let's start with the Middle East. In the Middle East, Turkey's relations have worsened from with almost all the Middle Eastern countries. Only Turkey's relations are good only with Qatar. And Turkey has to make a lot of efforts, make some efforts to improve its relations with the Middle Eastern countries, starting with Saudi Arabia. With Saudi Arabia, Turkey's relations deteriorated after the military coup by Abdul Fattah el-Sisi, and they overthrew the Muslim Brotherhood government, and they came to power. And as you know, the AKP government supported the Muslim Brotherhood government, and after that point, Turkey suspended its relations with Egypt. Now it has been trying to reach out to the Sisi government, and and in Egypt-Turkish relations, an important problem is that Turkey still supports the Muslim Brotherhood movements. Turkey provides refuge to the members of the Muslim Brotherhood, most of which are based in Istanbul. So this is an important thorny question which needs to be tackled between these two countries. And also an immediate problem between Turkey and Egypt is the Libya conflict. In Libya conflict, they are on the opposite sides. This needs to be resolved. Yeah. And when we come to...
And Professor Mehmet, lastly, is there any prospect of improvement in Turkey-US relations?
I don't see that there will be dramatic improvement in Turkish-United States relations, but Turkey has been adjusting itself to the new Joe Biden government. Joe Biden government also needs Turkey in the regional affairs. So their relationship, they will kind of find a working formula, working relationship in the upcoming weeks, because they need each other. But that doesn't mean that this relation will be a dramatic one. The change is not going to be dramatic.
Thank you. Thank you, Professor Ahmed, for your time and your analysis and sharing your precious thought with us. This is all for today, audience. Keep watching Global Times Pakistan. Thank you.